This is this channel, Total Bitch. Now, it first came out, this channel came out, or I saw it because they did a hit piece on Eric Andre. And this guy, honestly, the gloves are off. He's doing hit pieces on everybody.
Is this guy a comic?
I have no idea, dude. I don't know where he's getting his information from, but he did a hit piece on Eric Andre, and he put my picture in the hit piece saying that I was Eric Andre's twin brother, and he addresses that here as well. So
just hates racially ambiguous.
Yeah, so let's watch this, and I'm going to address literally all of it.
Okay, we need to talk about Luis J. Gomez, because he just threatened to sue me if I run a story on him. Well, I guess you can consider me sued. So 3 days ago, I get an unsolicited message from Luis J. Gomez.
This is real.
Wow.
I said, if you fucking run a story on me, you cock, because he told me, he said, you're next. Wow. He messaged me, he said, you're next. And I said, if you do a story on me, I will sue you. Don't fuck with my money. Don't fuck with Baby James. This is not a joke. So go ahead.
That's very
telling me he'd sue me and that he's very serious. Now, the reason this happened is because of the Eric Andre story that included some photos of Eric's fraternal twin brother, Derek, that many pointed out are actually photos of Luis. Well, that's actually because people frequently mistag these two in photos because they look almost identical. And this is actually how Luis got his start in comedy. See, Luis found that he was frequently mistaken for Derek, and one time Luis rolled with it pretending to be Eric
Let me address this.
Brother. And
okay, that's not exactly true.
Is it partially true?
Yes, I used to get mistaken for Derek Andre, and one time I went on stage at a comedy club, and it was a complete joke. I was like, I am Derek Andre, Eric's brother, and I guess it got back to Eric, and it became sort of a weird thing. But I wasn't trying to be passed off as Eric Andre's brother.
Around.
I was just fucking around. It was stupid.
Okay.
Be Eric Andre's brother and accepting an open mic invitation. Now, it didn't take long for Luis to realize that comedy audiences were even more gullible than the people who booked him. And this is where he starts building his elaborate scam. So Luis starts building an audience using Eric Andre's success, and it's not long before
all right, so there's maybe 4 or 5 more times after that I did get introduced as Derek Andre. I will say there's a few... Maybe 5 or 6 times total, I was introduced at a comedy club.
You were introduced. You didn't say it was. The people said
it was a bit.
All right.
How do you not know it's a bit? Eric was being a bitch about it, to be honest with you. That's the problem. Eric shouldn't have cared.
He got pissed about it?
He got pissed.
And this is a guy who messes with everyone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so good.
That's crazy. Who gives a shit?
Small shell corporations to move money around. From Gas Digital to Legion of Skanks to Lewis's Cookies Incorporated and even Lewis's Fine Denim Company.
All right, pause this.
Fake.
Lewis's Fine Denim Company is not a fake company. It's not a fake company. That's, look, have I played the tax shell game with a lot of the other companies, Gas Digital, Legion of Skanks included? Yeah, of course. The cookie business didn't take off the way we wanted it to. That had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, but in all fairness, you've spent your career with Big J, so you just thought there was money in cookies and denim.
Well, the reason we did, it's almost, they say, like when
sit next to Zach, you hang out with Big J.
Yeah, dude.
Cookies are the biggest thing on the market.
Well, we all know that. They say that when you're...
Fucking Krugerrands.
It's in the 10 crack commandments. It's one of the commandments. Don't smoke your own stash, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Never get high on your own supply.
Never get high on your own supply. And Zach and Big J, every time I kick open the door to the cookie factory, here's Zach and Big J just getting high on their own supply.
So Lewis's Fine Denim,
sweep.
Well, Lewis's Fine Denim is a great company. We make great jeans.
And you do a thing like Tom's, where if someone buys a pair of jeans, you show them to someone who could need them, and you go, look at these.
Yes, that's exactly what I do.
If you apply yourself, you can buy a pair of these jeans.
And they're distressed. Lewis cheats on all his jeans.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here. You can't call fucking my Fine Denim company a shell company. That's
he lets
insane.
them catch him wearing corduroys.
Go ahead.
I swear, baby, it was a one-time thing.
Company are all fake businesses. Now, this may surprise you, but even Legion of Skanks, the show, is a scripted scam. They use the latest algorithms to detect what topics they should talk about and write out every piece of dialogue.
How is that a scam?
That's why whenever there's a guest
It's
who's
a show.
new to the show,
Do you write out every piece?
Dude.
Do you guys really?
But
what, you mean topics?
I thought but first of all, just so everyone knows, every podcast does that. This one is too. This is all written pre-dialogue. He's acting like the. All right, improv for a second. Just put the script down for a second, boys.
What's the deal with airplane?
Yeah. Say we're not good at improv. We have to have I write. So me and ChatGPT before I do every show, we write a full script for everybody. These guys memorize the script before they come in here. Not completely. We do have a monitor here which gives them the lines and feeds them the lines. But
we're stand-up comedians. Stand-up comedians do an act.
It's an act.
Yeah. We don't improvise.
Yeah. So
improvising is gay.
I thought this was common knowledge. It's almost like kayfabe. Like everyone knows pro wrestling is fake now. But we suspend disbelief.
Podcasts are fake.
Podcasts are fake. It's a script. Go ahead.
Guest who's new to the show, it's very awkward because you're actually seeing the 6th or 7th take of this scripted conversation.
Oh, that's funny.
And even the crowd in the back of the show are all paid actors. See, Lewis is smart. Optics matter most, so he pays these extras to pretend to love the show, so the viewers at home believe the show is a hit, when in fact, it's all just smoke and mirrors. So Lewis is desperate to keep this information out of the public eye, and that's why he went live the other night trying to stitch together some story of how he knew Eric Andre and his brother.
I knew Eric Andre way back in the day, way before I really got started, way before he got started. I was likely the first person to put Eric Andre on stage in New York City.
So Eric owes
When
me.
he
Which is also, it's 100% true. I was maybe.
You were collecting your debt.
Yeah. I honestly was like, dude, what is your brother Derek even fucking doing? Let me just be your brother.
Right.
Who gives a shit?
Well, yeah.
It's like it's waste. It's just wasted.
And you put him on stage for the first time, which is like, what's a more brotherly thing to do for somebody?
I don't know what else to do.
You vouched for him like a brother, and then you took your payment.
A girl named Ashley Matthews used to work for me selling comedy club tickets. This is when I was like 22 years old, and maybe before I started doing stand up. And she was like, I have a friend named Eric. He's from Florida. He's coming to visit up here. So he was still a Florida comic, and he came to visit New York. And I put him on stage at my Poster Dog comedy shows.
Wow.
Back in the day.
What venue was? Do you remember?
Either Dylan's Lounge, which was like a spot in Midtown, or the New York Comedy Club. I don't remember where I was at that time. All right, go ahead.
person moved from Florida.
Attempting to distance himself from his house of cards. And because Lewis has been so successful faking a show that's supposed to be unscripted, he even talked Tony Hinchcliffe into doing the same thing.
This is
See, when
true.
Kill Tony started, it was stilted and awkward on all accounts. But Lewis came in and retooled the show to be closer to Legion of Skanks, which means every bucket pull comedian is actually planned out and scripted by Kill Tony's team. Don't believe me? Well, check this out. On Kill Tony recently was the quote-unquote random bucket pull, Chloe LeBron, who has an okay set and says it's her first time ever trying stand-up. Well, if you just look her up, you'll see she's actually a successful working stand-up comedian. And if you go to Legion of Skanks' TikTok page, you'll see they only follow 41 people, and one of them is Chloe LeBranch. So you're telling me that a show that's been successful for 10 years follows this first-time open micer, but not Bobby Lee? It's clear Chloe.
Where did that come from? But not Bobby Lee?
Look, I don't run the TikTok. I don't know.
This is fucking damning
This
evidence.
guy's awesome.
He's getting sued. So say he's awesome. Maybe you'll be a part of the fucking lawsuit, Sean. If you share this fucking video, you will be sued. Just so you guys know.
I thought Bobby Lee's name was TikTok.
Go ahead.
These many plants. And recently, a Kill Tony NDA has been circulating the internet, and it shockingly claims that by signing the document, you agree that sharing any info about Kill Tony's inner workings will result in a 5-year prison sentence. So you can see why these young comedians refuse to speak out. Everyone knows what Lewis is willing to do to keep this financial charade afloat. Now, one of the more devious things Lewis has ever done is his ongoing taunting of a poor middle school in Jamaica. And this story is bizarre, so get ready. So everyone knows Lewis grew up poor and estranged from his very rich father. And apparently Lewis's rich tycoon dad had donated the funding for a school for the blind in Jamaica for a full decade. But when Lewis's father died, according to local Jamaican law, Lewis himself got to dictate the rest of the funding. So he immediately pulled all the money out of the school, robbing these children of a future. Now, if that isn't bad enough, Lewis goes back to Jamaica every year to spend the money he took from them right in front of their faces. It truly is a sick, sick thing. Riding jet skis around and gorging on margaritas while blind children get burnt by the sun. And while Lewis might be known...
They can't
This
see
is-
you spending the money.
Yeah, they can't. How do they know?
They
He's
just
got to
hear
yell
him.
into a megaphone.
Yeah.
This
Look at how
is-
much money I'm
It's
spending.
me again.
I'm back to spend your money.
Let me just
Blindies.
let me just say this, okay? If they can technically spin it that way.
Yeah.
Technically, that's true.
Yeah, and calling your dad a tycoon
but
is
no,
only half
I
right.
was given the funding, and I could spend the funding on whatever I want. I opted to not spend it back on the School for the Blind in Jamaica.
Right.
I happen to also like going to Jamaica. It has nothing to do with mocking these blind children. I don't even go on the same side as the island.
I heard
they're
you
not.
walk
I
up-
go to Ocho Rios near the fucking dolphin exhibit. Do you think I'm going? They lived in the fucking deep in the fucking woods of Jamaica.
I heard you walk up with a stack of hundreds. You go, I know you can't see, but here's what getting slapped by a bunch of hundreds feels like.
They had their chance with the money.
Yeah.
They dropped the
Oh,
ball.
Norris, please. I can't do a Jamaican accent.
So I'll tell you right now, like, do not share this video. I'm creating a class action lawsuit. Anybody sharing this video will be sued. I will sue you. I have fucking Jew lawyers, and they're ready to fucking go.
Jesus.
They're ready to go at any given moment.
Guy seems like a journalist to me.
Shannon, was that basically it?
There's a little bit more.
Let's see. All right, we got to wrap it up here.
By the sun. And while Lewis might be known for his out-of-hand pranks by his friends like the time he dosed Bert Kreischer with MDMA, it's just now coming out that he pulled this same cruel stunt on Justin Timberlake in the Hamptons. Not to mention the infamous competition for Skankfest tickets that saw multiple participants ingest human feces for free tickets, only to find out they were simply being pranked and mocked by Lewis. So whether it's drugging celebrities, mocking their deaths, or abusing his own fan base, Lewis is always creating controversy just for the monetization. Now, Lewis is sure to come for me legally, but I had to speak up for all the disabled children whose futures are ruined. Lewis J. Gomez, you're a total bitch.
Total bitch.
Now, once again, I put myself in danger making
All right.
reports, so you guys...
Thank you, Shannon.
What a headpiece.
Yeah, we got to...
I think that was really big of you to meet it head on.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, get ahead of it.
Some people will ignore things like this, and then if you ignore it, it becomes an even bigger problem.
Yeah.
You just nip it in the bud.
Right.
Come at me.
Yeah, you
As
got
long
to
as you
shut this
just-
guy down.
As long as you just don't apologize. I think apologizing is when you really fall apart.
I'm not sorry
Okay.
for anything.
Even the school in Jamaica?
No.
What do those
Fuck
kids
it.
need to really see?
Oh, what do they got to see
Dolphins?
the sand and the
There's
sunset?
no amount of money that's going to bring their sight back.
They're still Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah.